Alright, this is lesson 20, measuring length. This is day 5. If you're on day 5, that means day 1, 2, 3, and 4 are completely done. You are good to go. If you have not completed the other days, you need to be doing them right now. You do not need to be on lesson 5. This starts on page 208. And just like I said yesterday, when you do day 4 and day 5, I want you to actually try them before you let the video tell you the answer. You're not going to get any better if you don't give it a try. It's not like you're going to get it technically wrong. You have the video to help, but I want you to try the problem. You can listen to the question, but I want you to try the problem. So, solve the problems. Leah wants to measure the length of her calculator in centimeters. Which tool could she use? Select the 3 correct answers. That means there's 3 answers that could be correct. Your options are A, ruler, B, yardstick, C, meter stick, or D, measuring tape. Which ones could she use to measure a calculator? Which 3? It should be A, a ruler, C, a measuring or meter stick, and D, a measuring tape. What is the length of the worm in inches? Remember, inches. Double check. You're in inches. So your options are A, 2 inches, B, 3 inches, C, 4 inches, or D, 5 inches. Make sure you're lined up on 0, and then go to the very end of the other side of your object, and then where did it land? Your answer should be A. Ruby measures each line in centimeters. She writes the length of each line next to it. Does she measure correctly? Use a ruler to check her measurements. Choose yes or no for each length. I'm not going to use a ruler like I didn't use a ruler in day 5 because I want you to try to use the ruler. We've talked about how to use a ruler and we've practiced how to use a ruler, so I want you to try. So here's what she said for A. This length is 5 centimeters. B, this length she says is 3. C, this length she said is 2. And D, this length she said is 4. Remember, she's measuring in what? Centimeters. Make sure you're on the centimeter side of your ruler. So A, 5 centimeters. Is that correct? Is that line correct? Make sure you line each of these up on 0. No, that is not correct. What about B, 3 centimeters? Yes, that is correct. C, 2 centimeters? Yes, that is correct. And D, is this length 4 centimeters on a ruler? Yes, it is. If you got one of these wrong, double check with your ruler. Make sure you have lined up on 0, and then look to see where it fell. 4. Marcus says the length of the stick is 6 centimeters. What did Marcus do wrong? So this is him. He says his stick is 6 centimeters. He starts at 1 and goes to 6. So A, so we're looking for what did he do wrong? So we're not right. What did he do that's bad? A, he measured it in inches. Did he do that? Let's look at our ruler. Does that say inches? No, it doesn't. It says centimeters. And it says centimeters up here. So that one is not what he did. He used the wrong side of the ruler. Did he start with the big numbers? No, he didn't start with big numbers. He did not line up one end of the stick at 0. Where did he start? He started at 1. Do you start at 1? Is that how numbers work? No, you start at 0. So we're going to circle that one for now. Let's take a look at the last one. He should have used a yardstick. Well, if it's this small, do you need a yardstick if it's that small? No, probably not. You could do inches, but you don't really need a yardstick for that. A ruler would suffice. So I do believe it. The answer is C. Kayla starts to draw a rectangle that is 4 inches long. Complete Kayla's rectangle to make the correct length. So you need to take a ruler and you need to make sure that this line at the bottom, you start at 0, this bottom line is 4 inches long. So go ahead and make sure you draw that out. And your lines will be a lot straighter than mine because I don't have a ruler. Brian wants to measure the length of his bed in centimeters. He says the best tool to use is a ruler. Do you agree? Why or not? So let's look at this. This is what he's measuring. He's going to measure a bed. So think about your bed at home. Would it be a good idea to use a ruler? Do you agree? This one, like this last one here, I am not going to write anything. Your job is to figure it out. At this point, you should know if a ruler is a good idea to measure a bed or not. Okay? And you got to tell me why. Why is it not? And you know I don't accept anything that's not a second grade sentence.